Hello world, hello world, hello world. So I gotta go over this because I gotta get. I just want to hear your feedback, people. So I am writing in the burgundy, and this gentleman is writing in the pink, right? And this is from a conversation from yesterday, right? So he's like, "Hey, love," and I'm like, "How you been, music genius? You in NYC?" He's like, "Yes, hun, always. That was so sweet of you to say. It's been a minute, but are you in NYC?" I'm like, "Nope. I'm across the Hudson in Jersey." We get some crying emojis because Jersey's so far. Okay. I've been left NYC. I needed more space and fresher air. I get it, love. That makes sense. I totally get it. I'm in Brooklyn, as you already know. Where are you in NJ? Not far, right in Brick City, Newark. The one and only Newark. And then I'm like, there's an open mic over here at Newark Culture Club on Broad Street. Send him the information. That's what that link is. You know, that's the old school, his response. I ain't going to acknowledge that you mentioned this open mic or why you mentioned it. He goes right into something else. Well, not something else, but he goes right into what the lingo is. You know, that's old school lingo. I had to dig back and remember that one. But it's good to know we've got some kind of history that makes the getting to know each other better, much less painful. What history, sir? What history? He's a musician. I'm a musician. We were going to work together. That was pretty much it. But okay. I let him know I'm not a youngin', since he said it's old school. Like, Brick City is old school? Okay. And I said, I suppose and I let him know, I'm definitely a nerdy beauty. And that has discouraged misogynistic men. So it's like, I'm letting you know, I am intelligent. I am a nerd. I know I'm beautiful, but I'm a nerd. I'm intelligent. I'm spiritual. I am a whole grown woman. But lightly, so just come correct. Come correct. Come correct. His answer is, but you sexy. My answer is, I know. I'm also much more than sexy. And then here he goes. That's the difference between me and most men. I didn't say that you were like most men. I'm just letting you know I'm more than sexy. But you comparing yourself to other men. You, sir, you. I listen. I'm attentive. Okay, you listen, you attentive, but you still didn't mention anything about the open mic that I shared with you in the link that I shared with you. He says he's a gentleman. He says he's respectful. He's understanding. This is what this man is saying. He told me his parents were married 45 years. He's the middle child. He got degrees and he got umpteenth year in the music industry. He paints now. He's also writing his first book on black relationships and so much more. And he love the fact you're a strong black woman. A lot of black men rather fear that. This is him still in the pink. And look at the time, people. I sent that message at 3:34. He answered right back. He says that. He says, "Oh, and I know you much more than sexy, but I don't be too coward." And he laughs. And then he puts a heart to, I suppose I'm definitely a nerdy beauty, and that has been discouraged. So you like the fact that I'm a nerdy beauty, and you don't mind that has discouraged misogynistic men. And he put hearts, right? And I respond with emojis. Those are my emojis. And I say, this is me in the burgundy. I love that. So are we seeing each other soon? As you said, face to face. I know you're a professional musician, but do you still do open mics sometimes? His response, of course we're seeing each other soon. Okay. And he puts a heart to that. And then I say, I found another one that's tomorrow. Here's another link. And I let him know, I've only been to Newark Culture Club before. I haven't been to the other. His response to this is, I love your sense of humor and adventure. And I'm like, this is at 4:30. And I'm like, I'm being open and honest and serious. Like, you said you want to see me face to face. Okay. Well, here are some suggestions. What do you got to say about it? Like, you know? Let's have a dialogue about this. Let's have an intellectual dialogue. What's funny about me recommending places? He mentions nothing about the places that I recommend, right? Nothing about the places. And I let them know I'm being open and serious. And then I'm serious with my time, too. And I say, this is what I say. However, it certainly appears we in different spaces romantically. So no need to pretend for me. Actions are louder than words. And you have had my number for quite some time and not utilized it, which is cool. I'm just verbalizing the obvious. No judgment. Get your humps, brother. Get your humps. I'm not in that site for that. I need more to satisfy me than orgasms. I've had those for over 3 decades. May we both find what our, that's me being funny at this part, you know. I'm like, I wasn't being funny then, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of my comedy, sir. I'm gonna show you a little bit of it. May we both find what our individual hearts desires. I think your desires are easier to find than mine's. Now that's a tiny bit of my humor. Stay well, brother. Stay well. Stay well. That was at 4:49. 8 o'clock at night. Here he go. 3 hours later, because it was 5 o'clock. 3 hours later. I said 4 earlier. 3 hours later. You have absolutely misjudged me, and I would think you would have a better sense of discernment at your age. Ooh, did he just throw a dart at me? This is what the men do when they get rejected. And not even in a nasty way. You reject these motherfuckers in a funny way. You said you liked the humor, but now you don't like it? Which one is it, motherfucker? Which one is it? Let's keep on reading. Or what planet do you think I was from that I was interested in you solely sexually? Truth be told, I live in the BBB, Big Booty, Brooklyn. Sex is as easy to get as a phone call. So, this is why good black men almost fall into these rabbit holes with black women who have only encountered or only have been used and abused by men. What? What, sir? About the men I'm dating ain't abusive, sir? Wow. Oh, you thought this was 20-year-old Miss Bay. This 40-year-old Miss Bay, boo-boo. It's been decades since that stuff has happened, darling. Let's finish reading what he said. Big Booty Brooklyn. Sex is as easy to get as a phone call. So this is why good black men almost fall into these rabbit holes with black women who have only encountered or only been used and abused by men who only want sex. I'm a grown-ass man. I thought we could have a musical kinship. Orgasm and sex was never my objective, but it seems black women like yourself, as my upcoming book on black relationships states, it's called Choices. It's rough out there. Some black women today, unfortunately, don't know the good black men from the bad black men. Get my humps on. That was not only vulgar, but it was also disgusting and disrespectful. Get your humps on is vulgar and disrespectful. Wait a minute, sir. You contradicted yourself like extremely in this one conversation. You contradicted yourself. Intelligent people chime in. Tell me, do you see contradictions here too? Do you see contradictions here? And you threw darts. You threw insults at me. Nothing I said was insulting to you. Get your humps on was insulting to you, sir? To a grown man? It was vulgar and it was disgusting and disrespectful. I guess you can't judge a book by how she sings. Well, at least you told the truth there. But I told you about this book, but such is a life. And then he laughs and he says, now I see why I never called you. Obviously, my heightened sense of discernment knew there were the lights weren't fully on. I'm good. Like, my angels have given me that to prevent me from being disrespected by black women who have had bad experiences with men. The end. And a laughing emoji. And of course, you know, I didn't answer until today because I was like, I'm about to go into this. I'm having a good time, minding my business, sir. I said what I said. I wish you the best and wish you wellness. I didn't even expect him to say anything back. And then the thing that he say back 3 hours later is this. I didn't even open it up until today. I saw a little bit of it. A little bit. You know how you see, you absolutely misjudged me. That's all I see yesterday. I didn't open this up till today. So I responded today. And this was my response.
Wow.
You had so much to say from me expressing myself. First of all, I pass no judgment towards you. You, however, attempted to pass judgment towards me. Sir, me saying that we want different things is not me saying you just want one thing. It means different things. It means different. It means I am working to build certain things, and you are happy with what you have, and I'm happy and grateful for what I have too. But this is hilarious. This is hilarious, and I definitely have to get some other intellectuals' input on this. So, I take care and be well. Yeah. Your ancestors let you know. Mine's too, good brethren. Mine's too said this is not a match. And it's okay. Like, it's nothing to get offended by. It's definitely nothing to get offended by and attempt to throw darts. Because those darts, they don't land nowhere. They just give me stuff to use in my comedy act. Like, wow. Just because I said it's different and I wish you the best, be well, your response is, oh, you're elevated, don't rise too far up. You know, because I could take 4 hours and call you recommending places for us to meet up as a joke. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It is okay, because that's who you are. But I don't mean I got to accept it, and I'm not going to accept it. And I am having some fantastic dating experiences, actually, boo-boo, okay? So, no. It's been decades since I've had a bad experience with a man. Decades. I have very good experiences because I have discernment as well, and I speak my mind. And I know I don't have to because I know you're not interested in that, my mind. At least not when it's complex and intellectual and spiritually adept as mine. So it's okay. It's okay. I told you the misogynistic, I told you from the gate, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. What that means in American terminology, I'm very studious. I'm very intelligent. Very much. Very much. And your response to that was, oh, but you're sexy. I know, and I'm good. I'm good, brother. I'm good. All is good and all is well. And I'll still wish you the best. But this shit is hilarious right here. 4 hours later. Oh, your elevator don't go up right. Why? Because I choose to be wise with my time? Jesus, egregious. That was my response. And now I'm going to proceed to block him. Because this is what I'll be saying. Oh, my goodness. This is what be happening for real, for real. You have, like, all jokes aside, my bad. Like, oh, well, see some of his information. Oh, well, he decided to show his behind. And not and listen, I'm not saying everybody has to have the same intellectual senses. Not everybody. And I am an advocate for people with different, I call it different abilities. I don't say that ADHD and autism and any of those things are disabilities. I call those things different abilities because I have interacted and I interact with all type of people. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you, sometimes because these people that have those different diagnoses, they feel like you can't just yippity yap yap. They feel, they're like, their nervous system is on a zillion. They feel when you are intending harm or you intending some BS, and they react to that. They don't have maybe the ability to like remove themselves. They just react. And so the people who can't feel those things, they're like, oh, something's wrong with these people. Okay, let's give them some medicine and this, that, and the other, da, 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 da. But if you just sit with them, if you are good intentions, ask the people that work with them, ask their teachers, ask the people who love them, ask their family members. If you are just sitting and you are loving and you're not abusing those people who have been diagnosed with those things, then they're not reacting like that. They're just not reacting like that. Okay? And I went to college. I went to college. They're in college. They can get their education. They can do all of that. So my point is that not everybody who I don't judge people. That's my point. Number one, I don't judge people. So it's okay, and that was an extreme, of course, going into that spectrum. That's an extreme, right? But then people who are quote unquote regular don't have the same intellectualness. I don't know if intellectualness is a word, but it's a word today, okay? Means everybody's not smart. Everybody's not wise. Everybody don't have that. So a guy could say that and they like, oh, for real? Oh, your parents were married for that? Oh, for real? Oh, wow. Wow, you must be great. You must be phenomenal. But if you're so great and so phenomenal, why are you single? You're so great and so phenomenal. You in your 60 years, you haven't met a good woman? And your whole 60 years, every woman that you've been with has been abused, sir? Who told you I was abused? Who told you? Yes, when I was 20, yes. I'm over 40 now, sir. So what you expected from that? Why was you throwing darts? And I still haven't thrown no darts back at you, but I'm going to show what's going on because this is what's going on. You have these men who are, and I talked about this on my last vlog. You have these men that are in these organizations, that are in these Masonic groups, and they know these different secrets of the mind, and they try to use it to manipulate people who don't have the knowledge and the wisdom and the insight of how the mind works. So they throw darts. So a woman who doesn't have self-awareness, who doesn't have the knowledge, she would get offended. She would want to, now she wants to be defensive back. Oh, no. Oh. And I think it's natural for you to be defensive for yourself, but have somebody throw a dart. Me saying get your humps is not a dart. That is not me saying go fuck those bitches. That is derogatory, motherfucker. Me saying go get your humps is a joke. It is letting you know I'm lighthearted and it's okay because you're not getting none over here. That's what that is. And that's okay. Like, it's no big deal. But for you to take the time to write me those 3 long ass messages and talk about, oh, you must have been abused, and talk about, oh, you have bad experiences, and no, I'm having good experiences because I pre-screen a motherfucker real quick, baby. And I'll be like, bye, real quick, baby. Real quick. I just posted pictures of my beautiful dinner, and that wonderful brother is still, we're still dating. But I'm not in a relationship. We're dating. So I don't know what you're talking about. Because none of that shit that you said was applicable to me. But why would you even say that shit? That's what's going on. They don't want to look in the mirror. They don't want to look in the mirror and be held accountable. But now your shit's about to be out there. Because I know you'd sit with your boys. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, she got a beautiful voice. Has anybody ever dated her? Man, I tried to date her. I told her to come to my van. She didn't want to come to my van. Ooh, I took her home one day, but she didn't even invite me upstairs. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was the conversations. What was you doing? Some research Oh, remember that girl Super that sang at Frank's Lounge? Yo, what's up with her? I don't know, man. We don't be seeing her that much. She did pop out though, like a week or so ago. She had a cane, you know, but she didn't even sing. Yeah, cause I'm listen. I didn't drive out there. I take this public transportation. I did not come out there for that. I was just happened to be in Brooklyn handling some business. It was like, well, you know what? It's a Thursday. Let me go over here and see some folks and hug some folks. And I did that. And I planned to sing, but they never called me. So I left. Listen, I know who the heck I am. I value me, myself, and I, and love me, myself, and I. And these experiences just show me who the heck you are. And you could try to define who I am amongst whoever, but you don't have the authority to define who I am. I am the only one who has the authority to define who I am, and I am that I am. So you either gonna love me or not, but I'm gonna love me for sure. And it shows. It shows in the guys who actually get the time to spend the face-to-face time with me. It shows. And they appreciate it. And I appreciate them. However, I haven't made a decision. I just started back dating. I wasn't even dating. That's why I'm not with nobody. Because I just started back dating. I focused on school. I focused on me. I focused on my family. I focused on my career. I focused on my business. And I said, I am going to just remove dating from my life for a few years. So, yeah. Do y'all really think ass is easier to get than dick, though? I mean, maybe it is nowadays. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Big Booty Brooklyn. Wow, sisters. You know what, though? Sisters, I know y'all doing your job. I know y'all is. I see y'all. I hear y'all. And I'm glad that y'all are loving on yourselves and not letting nobody try to dictate or manipulate. And you don't have to be highly intelligent to listen to your gut feeling. Listen to that gut feeling. Y'all doing really good, okay? Y'all bank accounts is good, okay? I love this time and age where you don't have to be with somebody just for your basic motherfucking needs. Because your basic needs is taken care of. So when you go and you decide to date or you decide to have a relationship, it is because you choose to. It's because you really align. I'm here opening cafes and stuff, and what? How can we even have a conversation? We can't even have a conversation. We can't even have a conversation about meeting to go to an open mic because you who are attentive and listening ain't listening or being attentive. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's evident. That's evident because if you was paying attention and listening, you would have said, "Oh, well, even if you didn't know why'd you send that? Would you like to go to that place? Oh, I've never been there. That sounds like something interesting. Easy 1, 2, 3, but no, that ain't what you did. Let me tell you how they try to twist it with that part right there. No, I'm the man. I'm going to make the plans. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Yes, you're going to make the plans, but this is just a suggestion to tell you what I like. So, as the man, you acknowledge, oh, you like that? Okay, cool. Now you could go ahead and you could use the suggestions I suggested, or you could come up with your own and make your own plans. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. So I'm glad that I'm about to be included in a book. It looks like I'm about to be famous, people. I've felt it. I felt it, and I feel it coming on because, ooh, they be getting offended. Ooh, some, not all. But, ooh, you should have better discernment at your age. Ooh, I should have better discernment. I think I do. I think I do. How did your night end? With liquor? How did my night end? With peace and joy and laughter and a full stomach. How you gonna wake up with a hangover? Let me stop. Let me stop. Nah, I will say my waking up was a lot of shit. Nah, literally, literally. I even fucking got a joke about that shit. I got a joke. Since this shit's allowed me to still talk, nah, I ain't gonna let y'all hear my joke. But yo, that shit, ooh, ooh, that shit felt like a baby. That shit felt like I was in labor. I'm laughing, but fuck now. But baby, I was like, all I had was some sweet bread, some daggone eggs and spinach. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. But any hoots. Have a good day. And everybody take care of yourself. It is okay to be different. It's okay to be good different. There are different good people. Who knew that? Who knew that there are different good people? But when you're actually good, you don't gotta say you're good. Like it will show in how you talk to people and how you treat people. It will show. You don't have to be like, I'm good. I'm a good person. But your lights ain't on. No, the problem is they're all on. The problem for you is that they're all on. The problem is my illumination is more than what you expected. That's the issue for you. Okay, so hopefully your lights get brighter. Okay, darling, because mine's are gonna keep on shining, 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 shining. And you just threw stuff that's about to bounce back and hit you through somebody else. Then you gotta play victim. Man, all these women had some issues. All these. No, it ain't all. It ain't all. Because all the brothers don't have issues, you know. But you the third. That brother was the third brother yesterday that got so offended by me being not offensive. I said, what the fuck? If I really talked the way they make it seem, they be acting like I be cussing them out. They be acting like I'm cussing them the fuck out, and I be just gently like, baby, it's so, listen, darling, that ain't gonna work for me. And hun, that was the last, this one. And those other ones wasn't dating guys. It was not guys that I was going to potentially date. The other ones were just brothers that I respect. I respect these brothers. I respect these brothers. And that's why I privately was like, hey, you know. Well, the one, I respect the one. I should say that. This other one was a stranger. So the one that I respect, I said something to earlier yesterday, and he didn't take it too kind, but I'm hoping that he sees it for where it came from. I'm hoping that even though he didn't take it too kind initially, that he does the self-reflection and, just, I hope he takes it well. And then, but he responded with long stuff too back to me. And then a stranger, a sister inside of a group that's for us black people, said, listen, somebody made a post. She made a comment on the post and said, listen, I've had this experience with dating black guys, and now I'm dating a Hawaiian guy. And I was like, girl, Hawaii is black too. Shoot. The Rock is black, okay? And I was like, well, good for you. And then a brother came on there and was like, oh, do you think your father was this? Do you think your sons are this? And he just was coming at her. And I was just like, wow. Why you come at her like that? She's a stranger. You just proved her point. Wow. What's going on? And then he was like, get a life. And I was like, Grandpa, you would come out the closet now. Like, kiss your husband goodnight and go to bed. Go to bed. Go take a nap, sir. And she was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. I was like, girl, I see it, girl. Have fun. Have passionate sex with your Hawaiian man. Shoot. What you mad about? How you mad at somebody's happiness? That will never, ever make any common sense to me. With all the things I have experienced, and I've experienced some things, okay? I've experienced some things in my life, and never did I see a happy person in the midst of experiencing whatever that I experienced in the past and was like, I'm mad because you're happy. Happy people always made me feel happy. I'll be like, oh, that's nice. I'll be in the bus stop right now, like, oh, I like that car. Oh, that's nice. I'll be on Zillow, like, oh, I like that house. Woo! Look at those houses on South Mountain in Montclair, New Jersey. Woo! Look at them houses in Bergen County. Woo! I'll be like, I like that stuff. I like it on the bus. Waiting for the bus. Ooh, look at that Genesis. Ooh, that Genesis. Ooh. I'm never like, oh man. I see people, they like got their music on, they having a good time, they smile. I'm like, woo. I just, yeah, my lights. That's just my light. It's too bright for some. That's the truth. And I know it's too bright for some. When I was younger, and it's always been bright, but it has gotten brighter as I've gotten older. And when I was younger, people, I would listen to them. They'd be like, ooh, something wrong with you. I'd be like, is something wrong? Something wrong? Like, I don't feel like nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. And I watch and I observe and I'll be like, ooh, ooh, where does information come from? Somebody who feels insecure and inadequate within themselves. But still, even when I was younger, seeing happy people didn't make me angry. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Sister says she happy. She got a man. Be happy for her. So what? She don't know you, sir. She ain't talking about you. She talking about her own personal experiences. And you want to ask her about her daddy and her brothers and her sons. Sir, see the game? See the mental games motherfuckers try to play with motherfuckers? Nah. Quit that motherfucking shit, motherfuckers. That's not what you supposed to be architecturing, motherfuckers. That ain't what the fuck you supposed to be motherfucking doing. You supposed to be architecturing to build better. To build better. Not trying to tear anybody the fuck down. That's how true it is. You ain't supposed to be tearing people down. So do your have your meetings and get your shit together. Get your shit the fuck together. Get your shit together. Everybody. Get your shit to fuck together. Period. Come with those side games. And then when you can't use that shit on a motherfucker, something wrong with that motherfucker. Damn. I threw a dart. Damn, that motherfucker alchemized that shit. Yo, that's part of my joke about I am a supporter. I know I'm late because I didn't talk anything about the community. But I am a supporter of the LGBTQ community, and they are master alchemists. And my part of my joke is like, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Not to how they have alchemized, but just being a master alchemist, because you gotta be able to switch up shit quick. You gotta deflect shit quick for your own peace and for your own prosperity and for your own joy and for your own health. Let's talk about that. For your own health. Let me go get my CMOS. I did have CMOS yesterday. Get my CMOS. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to the Super T Podcast Show. I did tell a motherfucker I was going to put his shit out there, so, I know motherfuckers going to be trying to sue me. I already know. But I got good lawyers, motherfuckers. So it ain't going to work, okay? Because there's a way I could block it. I know I could block like the number or something. So I'm going to block the number. So you can't be like, oh, she put my private information out there. No, I didn't. I ain't put your name and I ain't put your phone number. But I'm going to put this conversation. Because I was part of that conversation, okay? And by law, I got the right to share what I was a part of. And I don't even have to tell you that I recorded or put it out there. That's by law, darling. Anyway, have a good one.